classic way to look at how we deal with fear or how we deal with something unknown coming into our lives is we fight or flight. I like to expand that a little bit and say you can fight for what you believe in, or you can fight against what you believe in, or you can run from what you believe in, or you can run to what you believe in. It's Travis Odewell. It's Pure Sound Daily Business. Peace. And that's the key right there. Have your peace. Have your peace of mind. Don't have anxiety fighting against and running from. Don't fight for it. Run to it. Let's continue to, evolve a little bit. Evolve our thought. Have new ideas. Now, I believe you're here because you're making a transition. You're transforming yourself. Maybe this is the big transformation. Maybe this is a string of a lot of transformations you've had over a short or a long period of time. We want to stay in anticipation mode. It's a Myron Golden demonstration of anticipation over anxiety. It's a great demonstration. Say, look him up on YouTube. And expanding our thought, expanding our idea. Instead of just continuing to say the same old things. Oh, you either run or you fight. Either run or you fight. As if those are the only options in life. To mentally flee, to mentally fight. Let me just throw out there, it's a very westernized way to look at something anyway, ain't it? I think this is how it developed. I've been watching a few shows, say Shogun. My favorite shows definitely of the last 5 years. I'm trying to think of what would even come close. But then I would have to take time and actually remember what's come out in the last 5 years. When I'm sure people my age know, it's like, I'd be like, oh yeah, that was 5 years ago. It'd be like 10, 15 years ago. So my concept of the actual details of something and connecting it to the other detail of time I can be a little off. But talking about what is courage and how we see courage in entertainment, how we see courage in Western culture. It's usually to fight. I do believe this is very Western perspective. I'm sure some people will say, oh yeah, masculine, male-centered. I would say, yeah, I'd definitely fall under masculine energy. But if we just look at the concepts, we have two concepts. Let's say one is masculine, to fight. To run is feminine, let's say. But within those choices, again, there is a moving towards, there is a moving away. There is a masculine fight of you fight for something or you fight against it. There is the feminine energy of taking flight. Again, running towards something or running away from something. Let's talk about that masculine energy. And we would also say this is an extroverted energy. It's really what the masculine energy is. Again, for those new, we're not talking about what body parts you have. I'm not talking about what you got on your space suit and your flesh suit. I'm talking about energy. And the masculine energy is a going outward energy, an extroverted energy. Feminine energy is an introverted energy. Masculine transmitting, feminine receiving. So that fighting energy. fighting for something. Yeah, personality types coming in heavy right now. Let me go with this stream of thought. And what are you fighting for? You can fight for your own ideals, your own values and principles, or you can fight for something outside of yourself. Right? Fighting for survival, fighting for glory, fighting for honor, fighting for prosperity, fighting for an accomplishment, fighting for challenge, fighting for competition. Or you can fight because you're scared. You can fight out of fear, and just pure fear. Not no good fear, just we're going to spin it, put some spin on that, because we all have fear. But talking about the difference between the emotion that we all feel, depending on, circumstance, situation. Talking about the feeling, but we're really talking about, and what people are saying when it's fear, is that it's the emotion and then the idea, the thoughts, the concept we have attached to that feeling. So just because you have a feeling, it doesn't mean that feeling is what you think it is. That's really the whole demonstration of changing our mind, washing your dirty mind, is that you have a concept attached to this feeling that may or may not be correct, one. But what we deal with the Pure Sound method and a Pure Sound L, we're not test takers. We're not focused on the energy, the cognitive energy of accuracy. We're focused on the cognitive energy of effective. We're focused on the cognitive energy of accomplishment. We're focused on the cognitive energy of supporting yourself, having self-serving ideas. So if you have the feeling of fear, we need to wash your brain and attach that feeling with fear to a self-serving idea of what and how to fight. Because with a lot of people, how we stay stuck is that we feel that feeling, right? We get that energy. And then we say, okay, that's bad. That's something I need to fight against. That's something I need to run from. When any change in your life, you're going to fear a whole lot of things, and fear is one of them. Not get into making a list of different feelings we're going to have. But we're going to have a lot of feels. A lot of them. And the problem is that we don't work on changing our concept, changing our ideas attached to the feeling. It was like one of the biggest things, I ain't gonna go into it now, but biggest pieces, especially of entrepreneurs that have been in the game for a little while, is called imposter syndrome. And this is because they have a feeling, and then they have the concept of imposter syndrome attached to that. Okay, let's break it down a little bit. I'm in the moment. It's off the top of my head. Funny, because you're hearing it live, and then down the road, maybe even today, I'll be taking some notes on this, actually fleshing out this concept. But let's do it live. For the personality type people out there, I'm going to get into my fifth function. Do a little exploration, right? Imposter syndrome. having a feeling. You're having a feeling that, well, see, I'm going to use words, but let's just say there's just a feeling. What people have attached to that feeling, that's what I'm trying to say, is an unworthiness. Right? That's what an imposter is. I think the piece I have is the doubt. And what I've worked on with the doubt is, one, giving my all. I think that's one of the biggest things. Is going back to fight or flight. Is that the doubt I have, I fight day in, day out. How do I fight? With what we call high value activities. I show up, I put in a fight. How do I run? I don't run away, I run towards. So to have doubts, to have imposter syndrome, feeling of unworthiness. To me, that said, you haven't gone deep enough. If you're providing a service for someone, if you're doing something from someone, if you have a sexy partner, you don't feel worthy. I'm an imposter in this relationship. Of course, then that leads to jealousy. That leads to envy. That leads to a whole lot of weird things, a whole lot of destructive behavior. Or you can step up. Or you can step up and do more. Do more what? Do more high value activities. Become better. Do the work to prove to yourself and get the feedback from people that you're doing good work. That's the other thing. Sometimes we just need to check in. We're so caught up in what we're doing and then scared to say, was it good for you? It was good for me. So scared to get that feedback that we never get to hear our own praises. Somebody out there love you. If they don't, I do. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for checking in and getting the value out of what I'm putting down here. So how are you fighting for your principles and values? And how are you running towards where you want to be? It's Travis Soderwell. It's Pure Sound Daily Business. Peace.